the long and lonesome journey to the great awakening. We thought we were going to be free. Now we realized the ones we're waiting for is you and me. People say we're crazy, but they're just fast asleep. Each one that awakens is now waiting on the lead into the unknown. But I know it gets much better than right here. Here I am, standing in my power again. Here I stand, uncovering the truth again. Turn the page, it's a new chapter, and it says where we go on, we go on. And it says where we go on, we go on.
Hello, everybody. Let's see, what day it is. This 17th. 7/17. I've seen somewhere out there somebody was, is it Q Day? All right, hope everyone's doing really good. This is not going to Rumble. I haven't done a show in a few days, but I did figure out some things. It looks like Rumble has basically detached from the Google products. So before, the product that I use would be able to go in multi-stream to wherever I have it set up. And I was messing with it all morning long. And apparently Rumble has it set up where you are using their product and you stream to wherever you need to. But I don't know what's going on. So I'll probably take this down afterwards. Hello, Mary Jean G. How are you guys doing out there? Oh, that's a good picture of you. Is that truly you? Hello. So, so I'm just going to go to some of these YouTube channels, and I guess I don't have to be very careful. I only wanted this to go to Rumble. Then I started running into some of the setups, and then I was able to figure out they made a change, and I didn't get any emails or anything on it, but there we are. Hope you guys are doing really good. It says, yes, I took it today. Oh, how pretty. That's a great picture. Smile more, though. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So you're the only one here. So it's just Mary Jean and myself. I know you've been around for a long time. I think you've got your own channel, of what I'm told. If you want me to know anything about you, just put it in the chat there, and I'll be glad to let everyone know. So I decided to jump on here today and just kind of talk about what I'm seeing out there. Everybody is, last time I did my show was the shot heard around the world. I'm just going to leave it at that. And I've been watching a lot of other things happening alongside it, and it's just chaos is all that I'm seeing out there. And people, it's no different from when John F. Kennedy was shot, right? And it was that was probably the biggest shot heard around the world. And everybody's got a story of where they were. My mother told me where she was. God rest her soul. And now we're going to be able to say, where were you when Trump was shot, right? And it made history. It really did. So let's see here. So that's really what I was going to go and talk about. So I was going to lighten the load a little bit with the energies. I was sitting there waiting for 2:00 to come around to jump on here and be with you guys. And I just started kind of feeling myself nodded off. The energies are just so weird. I had a lot of energy all day today. And then when I settled down a little bit, it was almost as like I needed to, re-energize, right? I need the solar energy to re-energize myself again. That's how I'm kind of feeling. Let's just see what we have out here. Mary Jean G is going to share a little bit of information with me because I just saw her out there and I asked her to. She says, my channel focuses on affirmations. Hey, that's great. Give me one. Suck it to me, baby. And let's see here. It says my channel is, let's put it out there. If you guys are watching this or watching it later after it's been live, it's MARJG3916. And I'm assuming it's on YouTube. And then look who's coming in here. All right, so I got my moderators. Hey, it's good to know that you guys are out there. I was looking at a Rumble, and here I am. Yeah, so I was just saying, Rumble changed its application. It used to be able to take the Google products and go, and Google owns all the streaming software out there, and go to Rumble. Now Rumble is basically saying, nope, you're going to use our software, and then you go to wherever you need to go to. And I had gotten it all figured out, and at the last minute, I said, oh, I've got two things I got to run at the same time, so I'm going to have to pick one of these. One of them is going to have to go, and I think it's probably going to be the Google products. Rumble doesn't have the banners that I could put up here, right? Like I can't say, hey, so we got Mayday's in the house. This is my dog Luke wants to eat. Go eat, Luke. Go eat, Luke. Where's the ball? Luke, where's the ball? All right. Let's see here. What else we got going on? So it's kind of a funny day today with the energies. Is all that I was basically going to. And let's see here. The real story is what is actually happening in the CIA, right? Or the three-letter agencies, whatever you want to call it. And it's all going to be wrapped around this particular woman here. Let's see. Okay. And before we get started, let me just backtrack this out. So my affirmation is divine love is present in every aspect of my life. Wow, pretty. That's beautiful. I love it. Divine love is present in every aspect of my life. Mary Jean G, you need to come on here and co-host with me. I'm always looking for co-host. So things are changing in this world, you guys. I see D22. Where are you? He's out there. He doesn't know that I've changed his name. He says, hey, Janine. I'm just giving you guys a shout out because I'm only on YouTube at this time. If hopefully people out on Rumble may have realized it. I don't know because it just ain't going to be working. All right, so let's see here. Dantesi says, hello, everyone in the chat. Oh, okay, that reminds me. I just got a message. So I'm going to be doing a show on Saturday Night Live with Buck. And then I think, what's his name? Shrek Warrior. I might be saying it wrong. Will be joining me also. Apparently he's got my phone number now and he sends me updates. So let's see here. Yeah, so it looks like he's going to be a regular out on We Not Me. So if you guys are interested in hearing him, and I just thought I'd invite him on here. I heard that he announced it on his channel, and that'll be interesting. It's a new face. Is a lot of people would say it's another new person. It looks like he's got a wealth of knowledge, but he's kind of coming in at the end of the game where we've all been in the beginning of it. But we could always learn from something that he has. And I was learning, I was watching one of his videos. He was doing a video, I think his real name is Bobby. And I really go with Bobby, but he goes by, I think it's Shrek Warrior, SRAC Warrior. And he was talking about the Melchizedek. And I studied that a long, long time ago, and it was really interesting. So I want to give a shout out to Shelly. Hey, Shelly Belly, how are you? And we're kind of talking about what is actually going on with the three-letter agencies out there. So Trump's life is in danger as long as he's still employed at the Secret Service. What is this? Trump's life is in danger as long as he's employed. Is still employed at the Secret Service. Resign. People are asking this woman to resign, and it's all because she mentioned something about a slope in the roof, it just doesn't make any sense. They make them look stupid on their way out. That's about all that I'll say there. And she's going to be going bye-bye real soon. But more than that, I think I should probably turn this down. I didn't open it up. I hope it doesn't send me anymore. So more than that, we're cleaning things up here, you guys. So with all of this chaos that's going on, I truly do believe the bigger picture was that we had to see how we were being played really well. False flags, where they come from, So one thing I do want to point out is that there's been a lot of interviews, and I see them all out on X, if you will, and people are basically saying, interviewing people like in the far left, may say California, for instance, where they really don't like Trump at all. And they're interviewing him saying, did you hear that he got shot? And they said, oh, that's really too bad and blah, blah, blah. And it's sorry that, the person missed and so on. Just really nasty, nasty, negative energy. And so, that's kind of mindset that we have out there. But they were all basically saying it looks fake. It was phony. He set it up himself. It's just a script that somebody wrote. And I thought, well, that's really interesting because the truthers out there say that's just a movie, right? And it's just part of the movie. Okay, so how many different movies, do we have going on for the different mindsets, levels of consciousness out there? But let me tell you something, people, as far as I'm concerned, somebody did get killed. And it's just like anything else. If it is a false flag, and if it is, they are using real bullets, somebody will get hurt. And let's see here. Let's see. We got an update from Dantese here, who wants to share some information. P. Diddy will be arrested by September. And let's see here. Put a message in. Oh, wait. Put a message in chat on Rumble, letting them know to come here. Did you do that, Amy? Because I can't do that. I can't multitask right now. But if anybody wants to, a moderator wants to hop over there and tell them I am here, please do jump over to YouTube. I apologize to them because they changed their package and I wasn't prepared to make a decision. Do I use Google or do I use the Rumble, which is really interesting, right? So it looks like they might be pushing the Google products away. Okay, Amy says, yeah, I did, yes. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. All right, Rhonda B is out there, says hello from ND. Glad to catch this live. Hello, Rhonda B. Hope you're doing really good. We're kind of talking about a few things that are actually happening out there, and I'm just going to go to my bookmarks here. I want to do some more stuff that's a little bit more fun, but I want you guys, before we get into fun, I want you to hear some of the things that some of the people have to say out there. So let me stop this.
There's a major misconception
Oops. All right, let's just whoa, stop. Come on, mouse, work with me. I like for you guys to hear this gentleman here. He's very detailed in his information. If you guys can't hear it, please let me know. I'm going to turn it up a little bit more on my end. Please let me know if you cannot hear.
All right, so I just wanted to clarify something real quick in regards to people like myself who support President Trump. Because I think there's a major misconception that, people think that it's just all about him, but I think the part that they're missing is that, there's a lot of younger Black voters who have realized that, your race doesn't have to dictate how you vote. You being Black doesn't obligate you to vote for the Democratic Party. You don't have to. You can actually just vote your values. You can prioritize the issues that are important to you. And so that's what a lot of us are doing today. I'll give you an example. We have a two-party system, right? Basically, two-party system. You have one party that supports school choice, the other one doesn't. I like school choice. I think that if a parent can have the option or the opportunity to get a voucher, send their kid to a private school or send their kid to a really good charter, then that's exactly what you should do. And I don't care about this notion that, it's going to hurt the public schools and it's going to make the public schools worse. They couldn't possibly get any worse than they are. I'm sorry, they're already terrible. So again, two-party system. One likes open borders, the other one doesn't. I prefer a secure border. And there's no discussion here. The numbers don't lie. 400,000 in 2020, migrant encounters. 1.6 million the very next year, 2021. End of discussion, case closed. Again, two-party system. One party seems to be very aggressively pushing this agenda, this ideology that just completely defies the science of biology. And we're supposed to bend the knee, throw away our common sense, disregard our beliefs for somebody else's delusion. And I'm saying no. I'm going with the appropriate party because it's a hard no for me. And we can go on and on and on. Billions and billions of dollars over to Ukraine. Why? It's 1,000,001 problems right here. And I'm going to finish by saying this. You see, because there's a party who is constantly telling me that I'm a victim, that I'm oppressed, that I can't do anything, that white people have all the privilege and my country hates me, and I need them, that they are my saviors. And I just reject that notion. It's bullshit. You're not talking to them old church folk no more, right? You're talking to informed a group of people who grew up in the internet age. You can't just tell us anything. We free. We off the Democrat plantation. So while you sitting around thinking that it's about Trump, it's about us. It's the fuck about us.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Ricky. I think his name is Panamanian _ Ricky. I think it's brilliant what he has to say. Waking up people. It is all about be the people. And Amy Boy has a statement down below here. It says, we need to think, what if he was taken out? Then who's going to save us? We are the change. And that is so important. You know, if it, it is so important. Let me address this before I move on to the next thing here. Is Dante Z22 says, I've been down with Trump since he came down the escalator to announce his bid for president. Yeah, and also, Dante Z, if you have my email address, please write me. I actually I gave up the TTP radio. I couldn't get it to work no matter what I did. I got frustrated when I just said to hell with it. But I've got a phone. We could still do a phone in. It'll come over crystal clear. Actually, I've got my microphone here that I completely forgot. Yeah, it'll work. It'll all work. So I needed to put that right in front of me. Hey, Loris, how are you doing? Says, hi, Janine. Love the TT channel and chat. I love you too. I really do, you guys. It's all about us. It's about Amy Boyd. It's about Dantese. It's about Mary Jean G. Is giving us affirmations. And she did give me one here today because I did ask her for. I didn't know that she does this. Mary Jean G, you need to come on to the chain. We are the plan. We are definitely the plan. It's a good thing to talk about before I jump into all my other stuff. Let me just stop sharing and let's give this food for thought here. What is our plan? If I've always said this. If you guys follow me, I have always basically said I never thought I would actually see Trump in the White House, if you will. For what if it's not him? Maybe he's just a poster child to do so many things on so many different levels and so dynamic, which has come to fruition after almost 4 years. Right? We're moving into that. We're getting so close to November. What happens if that man is not here? Well, let me tell you something. He did pick his VP, and all of you guys know about this. And we were all saying, well, don't pick anybody that's real political and so on. We need to, clean out the swamp and move on and stuff like that. And then there was so much speculation around who he picked, and everybody says, he's got a mask on. He's going to pull off the mask, and he's John F. Kennedy Jr. We're really going to have to take a look at our realities at this time, and just, and I think what Amy is saying, we are the plan. So if this doesn't go forward, what do we do? Do we know our Constitution? Do we know, what is it that we have to learn to understand that we, the people, are the Constitution, and we would have to follow the Constitution. And, if Trump didn't make it in, what the hell would we do? Seriously. I'm still trying to find the beautiful comment that Mary Jean said to me earlier. Divine love is present in every aspect of my life. How beautiful is that? Divine love is present in every aspect of my life. And it's something that is felt, something that's known, knowing the unknowing, and we have to keep remembering that, through all kinds of chaos, and that's what we're going through right now. So, Amy, before I get started into any of this other stuff here, says start with yourself, then your neighbors, network together, get prepared, grow your own food, connect with others in your area, be able to support ourselves, and also have the mindset to know that we can do this. If you realize, I think we've always been under the thumb of, and we're never free, and it was big illusion. And I think that's what this, if I were to say, the planets are aligning for us to see that we were never free. And we've all been slaves to the power hungry people. And that's what I truly, truly do believe. All right. And is that ever going to change? Well, I'm praying every single day. And if people are saying, well, it's such a miracle that Trump lived through it, or it was divine intervention, so on and so forth. Yes, but there's divine intervention for each and every one of us. And that's really the truth there. All right, let's see what else I have over here. I'm going to have to move this screen over so that I can see this a little bit better for you guys. I was trying to find some funny things because energy was kind of heavy yesterday, and that's why I didn't come on. There's a lot going on with the RNC. If you guys been watching it out there, I'll kind of touch upon it. But then on the other end of the spectrum, there we're all happy. We're in Milwaukee, we're watching the RNC, and then you got people out there like this Linda Peterson that says, "Damn, he didn't die," that kind of stuff. So the pendulum is swinging from one end to the other, and it's really sad because we're all in this together, you guys, and it's just crazy. There's all kinds of rumors out there, and I'm trying to dodge. I'm trying to dodge through it all, and so we're starting to see things break down. And one of the things that we are seeing breaking down, and I could kind of go through this, but it's the three-letter agency. It's also the mainstream media. We're going to start seeing a lot of these people who have lied to us for so long are just bye-bye. We've already seen that they took some people down off the day after Trump was shot, because the more that you keep saying that he's Hitler, the more people, the younger minds, are going to think it and believe it and think that it's doom and gloom and try to do evil stuff out there. And what I'm all here about is just to say, look, Hollywood is evil, corporate is evil. Politicians have been evil. Some of them turncoats, maybe. Did some of them find their soul? I don't know. That's not for me to decide. I don't judge. There's only one person that judges this. And then there's like stuff like Jack Black is being called out right now. And he was one that, basically came, one of the first ones that came out and said how evil Hollywood was. And he's blindsided everybody. But those all, once we put the light on the cockroaches, it comes to fruition, right? So let's just take a look at some of the funny things that they're saying out there. So as you guys know, oops, what did I do? Oop. Sorry, I lost all of you out there. Amy is basically saying she's not watching any of it. The RNC show is full of symbolism and spellcasting. Go back and watch some. I don't know. I don't know what you were watching, but I see some of the politicians that were out there, and I think I do know what you're referring to. There was one thing out there. I'm not, I saw a lot of really good stuff that touched a lot of hearts too, though. There's always going to be the good and the bad. I can't say that I'm totally going to diss something altogether. That's just how I think. That's how my mind works here. What else? Oh, okay. So this was Dan Scavino. If you guys didn't see, as you guys know, I used to live in Arkansas, and the governor there is Sarah Huckabee Sanders. She touched a lot of hearts. So, Amy, if you didn't see that, you might want to go back and take a look at that, or just wait. Just listen to this one. I'm not going to play the whole thing. It was a really, I think this one here that I'm going to play is only, let me see, let me get myself organized here. It was only 30 seconds or something like that. Let's just take a look.
Not even an assassin's bullet could stop him. God Almighty intervened because America is one nation under God, and He is certainly not finished with President Trump.
I'm not going to play that whole thing, but just to let you guys know, that's what they're saying, is that, he survived it, so on and so forth. Dantazy22 is saying, Janine, remember the past 3 years I've been saying 6 o'clock can be dangerous time. Well, that fake assassination attempt was that Q post. So yeah, we're all going to believe what we want to believe. And I'm not here to sway anybody. My platform is to give everybody a voice and everybody to be heard. And just like Amy Boyd is sitting there saying, yeah, that's what they want. They want you to feel good. But Amy, my question to you is, who do you trust? And you're going to come back and you're going to say, I only trust myself. Well, that's great. But you can't, you can do whatever you want to do. But this is the world that we're living in right now. It's full of chaos. It's full of bullshit. It's it's all a big illusion. It's a big magic show right now, and we're here to witness it. So I don't put judgment onto anything. And this is what I've been doing, is I've been watching, trying to find some really old movies, feel good movies, and that's what I do, right? And they serve many gods. Amy, you're just spewing the same stuff that everybody has been saying on all the truther channels. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think a lot of them were full of shit. And I've been saying this, and that's why you don't see any of them on my channel anymore. They all been saying this. We're the good people, Amy. And seriously, you're trying to say that there's no one in this world here whatever. She says, you choose to be in it. I do choose to be in it. I'm here witnessing this. I choose to be a part of life in any way, in any form, in whatever my reality is. And your reality is, I don't want anything to do with any of this stuff. So I turn off my TV, turn off my radio, I shut myself in, and I make choices for myself, and I eat the way that I need to eat, and I breathe the way that I need to breathe. And that's all fine and good. And that's the way that it should be. You're taking your self-empowerment back. But others that are out there that are trying to figure it out, and that's all that we're trying to do. That's all that I am trying to do, is bring everybody together and say, nobody has any answers to any of this. I'll be the first one to tell you that I do not have any answers to any of this. Lord Almighty, says Lors, and this is a good conversation, Amy, because we could sit there and try to shut as much out as we want to. Let me stop sharing this here and come back to you. But we still have to be in the world. What is the old saying? To be in the world but not of the world? Or yes, do I have that right? Be of the world but not in the world, I guess. That's one of the first things that I learned, from my spiritual teacher way back in the day. I don't want to listen to the politicians either. I was basically listening to what I thought were good people. Tom Cotton from Arkansas. Those are the ones. Tom Cotton, if you recall, was one of the first ones to say, hey, this thing out there came from China. And, I started following him. He's the only one that made sense to me. And then what happens is that some of that truth did come out. I'm not saying that, I believe everything that's out there. And a lot of you do believe that Q is the deal, is the real deal maker. They have cakes out there for 17, if you will, because today's the 17th, and it's happy Q Day to all. So there's a lot of people out there that don't believe in the Q. A lot of people believe that Q is PSYOP. So there's so much out there, and it's done on purpose, and you can get lost in the weeds and wrapped around the axles out on X. And this is the world that we live in today. Tomorrow, I have no idea. I have no idea where that's going to go tomorrow. But in any case, you can have your cake and eat it too. That's all that I'll say for you. And I'm just trying to be funny here, not you directly, Amy. So there's a lot of similarities that they're trying to point out right now between the first assassination of Kennedy versus Trump. Everybody says, everything has to be done twice. I want to know why. Is it just, I've never got a straight answer. Why does everything have to be done twice? That's the kind of stuff that I choose not to be a part of. Amy's got another statement out there. I guess Amy is my co-host today. Hello, Amy. How are you? Secrets of society. What are what? So what would Q be? Just asking. Secrets. Yeah. You're asking the right questions. And anybody out there wants to join in, if I can drop the link in, if anyone wants to jump in the show, voice your opinion, because you need to be heard. Seriously. Let's see here. Laura's saying I like pie preferences. Oh gosh. That's like when my husband and I were planning our wedding and trying to pick out the cake, and it was getting kind of crazy, what type of cake. And, he comes from Germany, and they want German chocolate, and I'm Italian, want a cannoli and stuff like that, cannoli cake, because I grew up, eating that kind of stuff. And he said, let's just go with pie. It's so simple. All right. I diverted a little bit, and let's see here. So Don Tacey says, I like Amy. Yeah. You really gotta, everybody's in a part of a community because it's like minds think alike, and I've always questioned every one of my guests that have ever been on my show, and question all the information out there. And I don't have the answers for any of this stuff. But I've always been scratching my head saying, what the heck? What the heck is going on out here? Why is somebody making these comments? And yeah, so let's see here. What else do we have? There's just so much. I'm just gonna be kind of picking through things. So, just to kind of talk about what is breaking down here. You guys know what DEI is, and I actually had to, look that up, and I'll look it up again just to give you a better explanation than mine. So, a lot of these companies that were following this DEI, if you will, and it's basically is what has divided America, right? And what does it mean and what is its purpose? Well, it basically focuses on 3 areas: training, organizational policies and practices, as well as organizational cultures. And that's what they have done since, I don't know how long that they've had this DEI in, but it's diversity, equity, inclusions. And it stands, that's exactly what it stands for. It's a practice policies to support people in various backgrounds. Well, I think that's actually breaking down. I do believe that it's breaking down. So you've got the first company out there, as you can see, the logo is obvious, is that it's John Deere. And so it's based on, basically they're saying John Deere was founded in America's heartland 200 years ago. And it was an entrepreneur deeply committed to delivering products to its customers. Well, they basically went the DEI way, and I think a lot of companies have, and they're no longer doing that anymore. I read that Microsoft is now not going to do this. John Deere is not going to do this. They want to be able to. Let me just read something here. It says, for example, last year, we revised our corporate guidelines for solely focusing on sponsorship, supporting the business and brand. Our nonprofit sponsorship center and the priority areas such as hunger, economics and development, poverty, in science, technology, engineering, mathematics, agricultural systems. So that's where they're getting back to the basics, is what I can see here. And I think a lot of companies are going to do that. I think they were, I think it was very political with the DEI that was put into place. Microsoft says they're no longer going to do that. All these companies are breaking down. So when I see that it's coming, Microsoft is no longer going to do that. We all know that the people running, or that you might think is running Microsoft, are not anymore. And Amy is saying, yeah, I love you all. We are all connected. The children are coming home, and let's just hope so. So it starts with things breaking down, as I just mentioned, and it has to start there. Let's see where else. I think I lost my, okay. Let me just scoot this over. Sorry about that, you guys. I lost my page. I tend to just cancel out of stuff nilly-willy, and it's been a couple of days since I've been on here. I feel kind of rusty. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk the politics stuff, and I think that's where Amy was going. These guys are all like taboo to us. We know it. It kind of makes me it kind of makes me feel like, did we really clean the swamp, or do we still have to move forward in showing everybody the swamp? We are going to continue to do that, right? Let's see what else we have out here. There were some jokes that I wanted to point out to you guys. Some people really taking it. Let me see. I probably got to go all the way down here. Yeah, I don't want to do the political stuff. It's to me, it's just like yawn. Where is it? More stuff that they're saying. There was multiple shooters out there, and that's what I mean. It's just, there's just so much bullshit out there. Anybody could say anything as long as you have the power and the energy and the stamina and the way of persuading people at this time. And you really got to take a look at why is it that somebody can say that the sky is green and we believe it? Let's just take a look at this here. Oops. This here, 1 second. I'm going to play this. If you can't hear it, please let me know.
They're not like us. Probably ain't my nerd. Oh! Huh? You here for the party? Yeah, no, what? What you got in your hands? Is that nice? Well, it's not, yes. They're knives, but it's not weapons. See, I'm gonna cook hibachi. You cook hibachi? Because everybody gets hot and hungry. Hey, yeah, get on in here. So I'm gonna cook hibachi so everybody, they don't pass out. They gotta have food. You be passing out, they stay out here in the sun, don't eat. Gonna be some fire too. Might be some fire, little Mickey Mouse in the rice. Hey, listen, let me get chicken and fried rice, okay? Chicken and fried rice? Yeah, I got you. I'll bring it to you. I'm good? Come on. Okay. Appreciate you. They're not like us. Whoa. You here for the party? Huh? Got any weapons? Nah. What's that in your hand? It's a water bottle. You sure? I got it on Temu. That's a water bottle you got on Temu? You put a straw in it? He said, I gotta get me one of them. It looks, it's funny though, ain't it? Damn, that shit look cool, bro. It's just, I got it on Temu. What's that on your shirt? It's right there. Plain text. You sure you ain't got one? Tell my nephew gave me that because we play Fortnite, and that's why I always say, I gotta go here. It's just, he made it for me because we play Fortnite. Oh, you play Fortnite? Yeah. Oh, get on in here. Hey, listen, while I got you, I appreciate that. Listen, I can't see. I gotta be up front because I got a near side, far side. I can't see far away. I can't see. I can't see if I get far. See, my granny got astigmatism too. For real. Damn, I feel bad for it. So, can I sit up front? Yeah, come on in, man. Hey, send me that. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you my phone number. Text me the link to that little water bottle. I like that. Get on in here. Go on right up front. We'll sit you down. I appreciate that. Say, Drake, you only come to Atlanta when you need it. Something ain't right about this one. Hey, you talking to me? What you hiding? What's under your arms? It's a gun. Yeah, it's a gun. But but for real, honestly, you can't handle. What you gonna do with that? I only use it for the scope. You can't see far. You farsighted? If I can't see up front, I gotta be far away. Yeah, okay. I understand. My granny got astigmatism. I get it. What I need is somewhere high and far away. I can see better. There's a little building in the back. We can get you on top of there. Listen, but I want you to promise me one thing. You're not going to use that. You're just going to use the scope. That's why you got it. I just use it for the scope. I'm telling you, I don't even need it. It helps me see better. All right, yeah, you good. You good. What's on your shirt, though? You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! Get your ass up there on that building, boy. Go on up there and watch the damn show. All right, man. I know y'all got a ladder. Get your ass in here. Okay. Y'all crazy. They not like us. They not like us.
All right. So that's I think Amy here, my co-host, said it the best. They're showing us how the SS is BS, like everything else, and this is perfect. Mayday says you can't tell most of the people, you have to show them. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. This is a great example of them playing us and so on. But I don't think that's gonna continue anymore. At least I hope not. I'm not living here. I'm not living in this lifetime to, come back and start all over again. This has to be broken down now. I truly want to believe that this is, I heard a lot of people saying once back in the day, it'll be good for like another 1,000 years, because it's been bad for 1,000 years. So there you guys go. Everyone, Amy has got more comments. Anyone ever been on a hot roof? What would happen with shorts and bare hands? Yeah, definitely. It's so damn hot out there right now. Our dog's paws are getting burned. Seriously. Yeah. Common sense. I don't think there is any more common sense. What happened to common sense? So, that's really where I'm coming from with this show here today. Is just we got to, it's these people are making fun of this stuff. We need to make fun of it, but we need to just be really, really smart. A lot of things that are going on about the Secret Service people, right? That they were all actors. So right now, everybody is out there basically saying that everyone is an actor. So, what role are you playing, Amy? Let's take a listen to this guy here. Just hear what he has to say.
You can take my ears, but you cannot take my liberty. They want to cut off my ears like the Taliban, but what they don't know is my ears can grow back. Like SpongeBob through budding, by the way. Hit me with your best shot, why don't you? Because if that's the best you got, you're a loser. You're such a loser, you missed so bigly. By the way, you had a big opportunity. You could have made my head blow up on TV, but you didn't do that, did you? Now my ear is going to grow back bigger and better. It will have better hearing. I will hear like an owl. You can take my...
All right, so yeah, that's basically it. So I mean, there's not playing the game anymore. You know what? You're not the only one that's saying that, Amy. A lot of people. So what game do we play? You know, it's focusing back on ourselves. It's getting our family values back. It's going back to our own personal basics. So the thing that concerns me a lot are these younger people. I don't know. I'm not around younger people. When I say younger, I'm talking their 20s and 30s. I don't know what their mindset is at or anything like that. Dantese says 24 is a leap year. We are jumping into a quantum leap into the future this year. Let's do it. Let's all do it together, and let's get it done. Right. Let's see what else I have out here. There was one other one that I wanted to share with you guys. Just lighten the energy a little bit more. So again, as I'm saying, I'm seeing so much stuff out there. So this was a billboard, I believe it was on the south side of Chicago. And it says, spotted on the south side of Chicago, the CIA missed. Right. And that's what this is supposed to say here in this white piece of paper. Yeah, they missed. And if you're on the south side of Chicago, they don't miss. Let me tell you. So there you guys go. What else do I have for you? And I like I said, I also want to reiterate, I've got a Saturday Night Live with Buck, and also a gentleman, Shark. I can't say his name. He'll be on here. I'm not sure what we're going to talk about. It might go the spiritual way, because I know that he was just on We Not Me, and I think he's going to be doing more shows on We Not Me. I don't want to go into everything that we've reviewed in the last 7 years, let's say. My goodness. I don't want to revisit all that information. It is all somewhere here in my mind. I'd rather do more spiritual things, so I'm hoping to guide him that way. I want to first interview him. I want to know who he is, where he came from. I believe he's a serviceman, so he kind of gives me a little bit of a feel of like a Derek Johnson. So that's what I only watched two of his videos, not very long, but yeah. Laura's is saying, Chi-Town, the strong folks, yeah. So that's pretty much, I'm coming into 40 minutes already. Wow, time flies. And I'm sorry that this didn't get over to Rumble. I'm glad that you're here. Amy, thank you so much for helping me out and letting people know that I am here. And let's see what else we have going on. What is going on here? So I think tomorrow is supposed to be a very powerful energy day. I'm not sure what is going to happen, but this is what I'm kind of seeing through astrology. If you guys have anything you want to share with me, and I just want, if Mary Jean is still out there, I would love to ask her to just share some positivity for people that are trying to figure out this freaking. It's a cluster F. That's all that I could say that's out there. And it's good to escape. But if you're going to escape into, watching movies or paying attention to your family, or, really just saying, okay, let's paint this room. I've been wanting to paint it. I'm organizing cabinets. I'm doing all the stuff that I put aside for the last 4 years, and I'm reorganizing my values, and that's really where I'm going. And my values are not to come on here as much as I did. My values are to talk to you guys and let you know when I see bullshit, I call it bullshit, just like Amy's doing. out there. She's saying, I just don't want a part of it. I don't want a part of the swamp. And they all have private agendas. Let's put it that way. Is that a good way of saying it, Amy? Yeah, and I'm so sick of it. As soon as that you think you've got one bit of information, someone takes it and puts a spin on it, and now you're back in the cluster F again. You know what? If you guys know what I mean. And then you're sitting there trying to ponder and figure things out. Life should not be that difficult. It really shouldn't. And so I'm just kind of coming to you guys a little bit more, just saying, hey, how you guys doing? You're doing okay? Is there something that you want to talk about? Put it out in the chat. Let's talk about it. I'm so sick and tired of watching videos over and over again. It's deja vu from John F. Kennedy back in, what was it, 63? And we're doing it in 2024. Is that done on purpose? Why is that done on purpose? And why, you know, and then now we're going to move into this J.D. Vance, right? The hillbilly elegy. And so this is the world that we live in. If you ask me, it kind of sucks. All right. TCTM3 says, my power has tripped off several times. Let's talk to her. Oddly, my alarm clock jumps an entire day. Just noticed this last week after that hurricane we had in Houston. Yeah, we might be jumping timelines. Who knows? All right, so Mary Jean has her own channel. You guys probably follow her. She gives you positive affirmation. I asked her to put something out there. She says, start saying affirmation as soon as you wake up. And I've been doing it for 4 years now, and they have connected me with the spirit. It took me 4 years. So it connected me with spirit. It took 4 years. Interesting. Yeah. You know what? I remember saying affirmations every single day when things weren't working for me, when I was in a matrix mindset. And I totally agree with you. Mary Jean is giving you guys some positive information out there. Let's see here. It shows today is July, and going back to TCME, she's got timelines jumping on her. It shows today is July 18th. I wish I could show you a picture. We believe you. Yeah. And I say it's 160 days of affirmation. And, there's when I started corporate, there was this book that they would, when you're really young and you just get out of college and whatever, they tell you to follow this thing for 90 days, right? In 90 days, follow this to the T and you'll fit in. It was MK Ultra shit, right? And I remember taking it after, I'm not kidding you, 2 weeks and saying, I'm not doing this. And I didn't follow it to the T, and I just didn't follow the sheep, and it was quite obvious. We don't have to do any of that. We can follow our own hearts and minds' desires and manifest anything we want by saying these affirmations, as Mary Jean is saying. Mary Jean, come on to the show. Let's talk. All right, let's see what else we have here. Amy's got more. This is all this document sealed for how many years? Yeah. We're going to get to the point where we don't give a shit anymore. We just don't give a shit. There's Buckshot. I got to ask you, why do you stretch out everybody's name? What is this? All right, let's see what we have here. AO is in the house. Hey, AO. This is hi, everyone. Missed the start of my, but in my time zone is July 18th. What country are you in, AO? Is it New Zealand? I'm trying to remember here. Amy is, I've got quite a few co-hosts here today. I love it. There's a true evil spirit and spells on Trump. He's surrounded and we are fighting a war we cannot see. I'm in this reality. What reality? That's a great question, Amy. What reality are you in? Are you in the reality, as Buck would say, it's all bullshit? Are you in a reality that says, I'm just going to kind of go along and follow the bouncing ball and see what happens? All I know is that I'm waiting for the RV. That's that other mindset. Or, when is this movie over? That's another reality that is a waste of time. So let's see here. Love to you, TC. I'm glad you jumped over from Rumble over here. And I was explaining to people, and I'll just say it real briefly why I'm only here when I put it up on Rumble, is because Rumble does not allow you to go to the Google products anymore. They're basically, when they first started out, is that you would go to their product using Google products. And I think they took their self-empowerment back and said, you set it up on our end. And then if you want to, you can go to Facebook, go to YouTube. So they reversed it. The only problem is I've got both of them running at the same time, and then one of them are going to have to go. So I got a feeling it will be Google. And so there you guys go. Let's see here. Oh, yes. New Zealand. Did I guess correct? AO. I don't know why that's stuck in my brain, but yeah. Amy is being very, very matter of fact, and I love that about her. But she's telling you from her world, her reality. She's saying no more BS. One psyop in one psyop in one, and on and on. Yes. Yeah, it is. It's like a cyclone, right? It's the fucking hurricane, excuse me, going around and around and around. And you know what? Things will spin out and things will come in. Yeah, they're hurricanes out there, or inverted matrix, right? Inverted hurricanes. So things are just spinning around, spinning around, spinning around. And what do we have to do is we stay centered in the eye of chaos, this hurricane. And what does that mean to you is your own reality. And I think that's where Amy's coming from. Amy, am I correct? Would you like for me to send you a link, and you want to share it? Do you want us to hear your voice? You don't have to come on camera. Just say yes or no. I'd be glad to invite you, or anybody else for that fact. How about if I just do that? I'm just going to copy the link and I'm going to throw it out there. Since I don't have the Blog Talk Radio anymore, but you still can call in. You guys can still call in. And Dante's Saturday, I've got a show, Saturday Night Live. If you want to call in on that one there too. But anybody can call in. If you want to call in, you got to let me know, because I'm not going to give out this phone number unless you tell me that you want to call in. All right. Amy says, face the storm, not run from it. Yeah. What happens when you're a little kid and you're being chased by a monster, and you wake up and you're screaming, and your parents would tell you, well, turn around and face it and tell it to go away. And it'll listen. It'll listen. All right. Let's see here. There's probably a little bit of a delay here. Hey, I see Buck is out there. What else do we have? Yeah, we got Tara. Tara is saying, I agree. Amy Boyd. Yeah, that's the way that it runs. If we continue to follow the influencers out there, especially on X, holy shit. Now I open it 1 second, see something, and close it. It's just too much of a mind F. It really is. Yeah, and there's just more and more of it. And you know what, you guys, I think what Amy's trying to say, I'm going to throw the link out. I'm going to do it. Do it, Janine. Anybody wants to come in, you're more than welcome to come in. All right, so there's the link. All you have to do with this link, now pay attention, all right, is make sure that if you're going to be on your phone, the camera's turned off if you don't want to be on. Grab that link and just click on it. And hopefully you can do it on a computer. And let's see here. So it's out there. It's out on 2 channels right now. It's StreamYard. You see the word StreamYard. That's the link to get in, and I'll let you in. All right. Yeah. So Amy is saying I don't have any social media accounts, and that's the way it should be. Honestly, I know I don't. My Rumble channel is cut down to almost nothing. If I'm interested in saying, hey, what's going on over here, I'll go over there and I'll look, but it's not set up as a subscription. I listen to music more, and I love listening to music more. Sometimes it depends, it could be the oldies. My oldies is my music that I listened to when I was a teenager, right? That's the oldies now. And so, yeah, if you get caught up with all this stuff, you're in somebody else's reality and not your own. Huh? All right. What else do we have out here? AO says Neil Oliver has just done a good video on people are asking why. The reason is evil, not normal. People can't understand as isn't understandable. Let me just put that out there. I'm not familiar with Neil Oliver, but that's just telling you that I don't follow a lot of people. So if you guys follow him, this is what AO is saying. All right. Yeah, this is great. Amy, it's great having you here today. I did want to kind of keep it away from the political, geopolitical, but making fun of the stuff that's out there. But I still love my country. Don't get me wrong on this stuff, you guys. I really do. I still love it, and I hope you guys do also. So this was a flag. I want to share this with you. That supposedly got tangled up. You guys may have seen this. If not, it's still feel good stuff. How many of you guys still love America? How many of you guys still believe in America? And how many of you guys will continue to believe in America? Okay, so this is what they're saying that a flag looked like before Trump came out. We could take anything and tell somebody what it's supposed to look like, and you say, "Oh, I see it." It's just like all of us look up into blue skies, a few of those cumulus clouds, and say, "Do you see the elephant?" Yeah, I see the elephant. Right there, you go. Whatever somebody will tell you. Because I'm still trying to figure this out, you guys. I really am. Whatever, and I see Mary Jean is backstage. Take your time, Mary Jean. Take your time. And whatever we're in this very vulnerable state right now. Let me stop sharing this. We're in a very vulnerable state right now where anybody could say anything to you, and it's up to you to decide on whether or not you're going to buy it, right? We all have to make a decision about what our own self-empowerment is, and that is the God's truth. All right, let's bring her in. You ready, Mary? Mary Jean is here. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. I'm kind of nervous.
As Buck would say, forget about it.
I don't go on live a lot. I do a lot of videos on my channel, but I haven't been doing much lives because my camera on my computer broke. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you look great. Thank you so much for joining us here. Joining me, just having you guys share your voice. And finally, I could put your voice to your face. And I didn't know that was your picture out there until today. And you said you just updated it earlier if you guys didn't catch that. So what we're actually talking about is our own self-empowerment. And if you're putting affirmations out there, this is what we need to do. What do we put on our mirror every morning when we go to brush our teeth, brush our hair, or whatever? What kind of affirmation should we do?
Actually, these are my main affirmations that I have on my wall that I see every day to remind me to say them all day, every day. And they have changed my life. I'm going to read them to you. It's not that many. The first one is, I am the heart of God. I am the ascended being that I wish to be. I am the presence of perfect health. I am divine love, filling the minds and hearts of individuals everywhere. I am aligned with the true powers of heaven. I am divine, and my channel is open to source. The divine light of Archangel Michael protects my mind, body, and soul. I love God, and God loves me. And the last one is, I am always connected to the angelic realm and source energy. I am always supported. Those are my main ones that
Well, those are all, each and every one of them are beautiful. Now, tell me a little bit about it, because you were putting some notes out there. You've done this for 4 years, and what changed with you?
It's just changed recently, actually. Within like 2 months, I feel so much more connected, and my angels and my guides are sending me so many messages, and it's like stuff is coming in my head that I wouldn't have thought of myself. And also, I am very connected to my pendulum. They come through my pendulum a lot. I got a new pendulum, and it's a crystal one with copper.
Well, put it up to the camera. I want to see. Wow.
Once I got this pendulum, it's like everything changed. It's just like overnight, everything changed with that pendulum. It started like communicating with me.
Yes.
It was crazy. I'm getting
Yes.
goosebumps talking about it.
Yeah, can you hold it up one more time? Just shorten the
Yes.
chain a little
I
bit.
only paid $20 for it.
Shorten it up, like bring it, like roll up the chain. There you go. Wow, look at that. Oh my God, yes.
I got it on Etsy. Is that how you say that name?
Etsy, yeah.
Yeah. It was only $20.
Nice. Send me the link. I want one too.
I
Amy-
will. It's from California. They do them in California. But
Yeah.
I also use this because I bought a pendulum box and I use this as my yes and no. And what I do is when I do it twice, and I turn it to make sure that they're really doing it. And because I asked the divine archangels, the 7 archangels of divine light presence of God, to be with me in my heart space when I do my pendulum. So I asked twice, and they've just been communicating with me so much. It's just so awesome.
I
Like,
I'm feeling the energy. I see it in your
I
face. You guys
I
see
can-
this at home. She is glowing like, oh my God, she knows. She's so when you say you're connected, she's not in this world. What am I getting it wrong? You're in the world, but not of the world.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you what happened to me today. Yesterday, I was getting into my hands chakras because I want to start sending energy. I've been trying to send energy to people a lot. That's what I do. I go outside and I send energy to Mother Earth. I do all kinds of stuff. But I was trying to learn about the palm chakras and how to, activate them. And I was reading it for 2 hours. I was just studying and studying. And then today I open up this book that I have. It's called My Ascension Guide by Danielle Lipton, and she channels the Arcturians. Well, I said to the book before I opened it up, I said, whatever page I go to, this is the page that I need to know, Spirit, because I know that you're going to send it to me. And I opened it up, and it's a page about your palm chakras. I didn't even know it was in there. So you tell me, is that a coincidence?
No, you tell me. Is that a coincidence? Ask the pendulum. Is that a coincidence? Now,
I did. I asked the pendulum, and they said they sent it to me.
okay, now explain to people. You're too cute, isn't she adorable, you guys? So explain to people how the pendulum works. Now I have a pendulum, and I always keep my pinky up in the air, and I hold it with the 2 fingers, but my elbow is not stationed on anything.
Yeah, you're not supposed to put your elbow down. You're supposed to just hold it up like this.
Yeah.
And also with your pendulum, I've just found out recently that you can check the balance of your chakras with it.
Yes.
I didn't even know that. I came across it on YouTube. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yes.
And it really checked it for me because I have this chakra video that I do myself. That I wrote up myself for myself. And it's where I channel the archangels to come in and rebalance and vitalize my chakras. And I do that maybe every 2 days. I try not to do it every day because it's a long process. It's 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you'll see that when you're doubting yourself and you do it the second time or even 3 or 4 times, I used to do it when I was younger. Am I going to meet somebody, and am I going to meet someone, and am I going to meet someone? And then finally you could do that with any cards too. You could do the same thing, but if you keep getting the same answer over and over again, they're just like, come on, when are you going to get the message?
Yeah. Yep. But I hope everybody goes to my channel. I want to get my computer fixed, and I'm going to get it fixed. Things are already manifested for me. I've been without a car since November of last year, and I've just been trying to manifest the car. And finally my dad called and he's like, I'm going to help you get a car.
Oh,
so that just manifests into my world. And it's just crazy what's going on. I mean,
so speaking of manifesting, let me just say this to you. Where we live is so hot. It's just hot all over the world right now. We were actually thinking about, because we're on a lake and now we're near the ocean, but it's not convenient to go to the ocean because the red tides and there's something. It's a tourist area. So we decided what we're going to do is look into getting a swimming pool. it has to be built in, which means a lot of money. And I almost fell over when I found out how much it is. You know, it's not like when I was a kid and you wanted a pool and you just pop one up, right? So what
Yeah.
I did is I think that they got this Amazon thing that it's a special for 2 or 3 days of buying stuff. I went out and I bought a skimmer. I don't have the pool. I'm telling the universe, I got the skimmer to clean the pool. Just help me get the pool. Is that a good affirmation?
Yes, it is. You have.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think we lost her. Mary Jean, come back. All right, so let me just put up there if she decides to come back in. All she's got to do is hit the link again, or else her battery went dead. So this is her channel. I'm going to get on there, MARJG3916 and 3916. If you guys didn't catch that, yeah, thank you, Mary Jean. So it looks like she may have popped out. She can always come back in. If you can at least hear me, you can always come back in. Oh my God, what an angel. She was a breath of fresh air, wasn't she, you guys? So cool. Then this is how we manifest. So I hope I get my pool. If not, I'm going to have to return my skimmer. It's a robotic skimmer, you guys. All right. Yeah, let's see here. Oh yeah. So Mayday is saying, yeah, replay this. Going to have to rewatch this and write down everything that she was saying. I want her back. I want her back on here again, and I love her energy. She said she's sent us a message. Sorry, I got a call. So let's see here. That's okay. So if you want to come back in, you can. It was really good to see you, hear you, and sense your energy. Very, very positive, loving, childlike energy. I love it. All right. Yes, turned out great, says Amy Boyd. Yeah, it sure did. There's the link is out there, you guys. If anybody else wants to come in and join in, you can do that. You don't have to have the camera on. You just make sure whatever device you're on, you turn the camera off. The link is in the chat. I can put it out there again. This was fun. I love doing this with you guys because you guys help me so much. And you have helped me in so many ways that you'll never, ever know. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Let's see here. I don't know where those links went. Apparently it's not writing back in there. So this was fun. I love doing more of this stuff with you guys out there. And just trying to put a spin on everything out there is that we don't have to buy into whatever reality, whatever bullshit is going on out there. Let's see here. So if you guys do want, I got 5 more minutes. If anybody else wants to share anything, you've got a channel that you just started up or whatever. Yeah. So Mary Jean just kind of wrote back in and says, I got to take care of my handicapped daughter. It was her. No reason to apologize to us. We loved having you. I loved having you. Please come back. Mary Jean. Oh my gosh. She is a diamond in the rough. That's all that I could say. Love you. All right, so that's all that I got right now. I hope that this was somewhat uplifting, and we're really understanding what our own reality is. As my co-host Amy was pointing out to us, that her reality has got nothing to do with social media, and her reality is whatever is in her home, right? Whatever in her life, whatever it is that she's producing every single day, and we really got to look at that, because otherwise, if we get caught up in all this other stuff, this shit show that's going on, and we have. I felt bamboozled. Let me tell you, I'm not going to be the one to say, I saw it coming. I never seen anything coming. And all that I could say is I've seen it all. Now I can see it coming. And I hope that's what you're doing out there also. Thank you so much for being here today. I love each and every one of you guys. And I'll see you guys Saturday Night Live with Buck. All right. Take care. And now we turn the page.